Well, the 2016 UC women's soccer season in the books. Joined now by head coach Neil Stafford as we take a look back at the season that was. And coach, your fourth year at the helm of this program, best winning percentage during your tenure here at UC. When you look back at 2016, kind of looking back over everything, how do you think this season will be remembered?
Maturing and growing. I thought for such a young squad and coming off of a championship season in 2015, there were bound to be some harsh lessons that we learned together. But we're certainly proud of what we've been able to accomplish, and I think there's been some great success this season. But I think the team's learned, you can't lose back-to-back games. You have to win on Sundays, and you have to be better away from home. And as I said earlier in the year, I think we were bound to have certain experiences this season, good and bad, and I think players will start to realize that maybe those moments that felt bad in that particular moment, those will be the moments that help us get better individually and as a program moving forward.
Sometimes those moments of adversity can be a great teaching moment going forward. 2016, I guess, overall, if you look at it, what will be the biggest takeaway from this season in your mind as you move forward?
As far as goals, assists, and points, I think we're in the sort of bottom half of the league on those, and that's never going to set you up for winning trophies or having this type of success that we want, to sort of foster our ambitions and goals.
Well, Coach, switching gears, as you said, those are kind of some lessons your team can learn, but on the positive side, we saw a lot of great moments this year, a lot of standout performances from several players. What were some of your favorites over the course of the 2016 season?
I think certainly the match versus NKU at Nippert has to be one of the bigger highlights of the season. That night was very special, and to have over 4,700 people at that game, and to I think set the record for
State of Ohio.
Yeah, for female soccer in the state of Ohio was special, and especially to the players in the area from this area. They're going to remember that for the rest of their lives. So certainly proud of that moment. Having that fight to the finish mentality still, I think you see how dangerous we can be in the dying moments of a game, and I think that always speaks to our mentality that we have as a group, sort of that fight to the finish. Coop's first touch back from her ACL injury, what a goal that was against Evansville. Certainly one of the best goals in the history of UC, I would have to think, and certainly in the category of goal of the year. I think those are certain things that certainly stand out from this past season.
Anything surprise you this past season?
I mean, yes and no. I think the players' mentality always surprises us to a degree. The maturity of these players, how players accept their roles and sort of get on with business. Maybe it shouldn't surprise me because that's the type of kid that we have here at UC, but just the way players react, it's always nice to see that. And when players start to sort of get it, or you see them get better on the field or understand what they're thinking about on the field, that always brings a lot of joy to the coaching staff.
Well, Coach, now that the 2016 season over, we can turn the page and start to look ahead to 2017. At this point, now that you are into the offseason, what has your team started to do to develop for the year ahead, and what's on the agenda, I guess, here during the offseason?
Educate the players. We need to do a better job of educating our players for when they're not around us. And I think too often players haven't taken advantage of those breaks, whether they're at home or wherever they are. And if we can educate the players the way we want and be a bit more detailed in that area, then I think we're going to develop, again, a stronger mentality, develop better habits on and off the field, and really help define who we are individually and as a program. And that means for us, we've got to get better technically, tactically, physically and mentally, and that includes the players having a better lifestyle of that of a top Division I student athlete. And I think our sports science team will play a huge role in that, the ability to hold players accountable, and again, to educate them in these areas. Our sports science team will play a big role in our winter and spring seasons.
Well, Coach, I know you're obviously not entirely satisfied with the way the season ended. In fact, there's probably only one team ever every year that is satisfied with how the season ends. But you have a lot to be proud of this season. This program has a lot to be proud of, and we want to thank you for all you've done for us here at Bearcats TV. It's been fun working with you.
Yeah, I think it's been fantastic working with you, Matt. I think you bring a certain level of professionalism to what we're doing. But I think we can be proud, but there's so many groups and people that affect our program in such a positive manner, and whether it's you guys doing what you do here, or if it's the ushers and the concessions people, or our strength conditioning coaches, our trainers. SAS does an unbelievable job of helping prepare our players, and so as the saying goes, it takes a village, and I'm just incredibly grateful to all the people that have helped us create and shape UC, and we hope to keep making everybody proud.
Well, Coach, it's been a fun ride so far through the first 4 years, and we're really looking forward to seeing what 2017 has in store for this team, and we'll continue to talk with you here during the offseason and look ahead to next year.
Go Bearcats.
All right, go Bearcats. That's head coach Neil Stafford. I'm Matt Noonan as we take a look back on the 2016 season for UC women's soccer.